Right, is my audio working? I think so. Anyway, yeah, it should be working. Um, Big ups to everyone who is watching, whether it's live or on playback. I'm not going to do too long today because I've got a banging headache. Um, but we have got a game to preview, and the work doesn't stop. We have got Slavia Prague in the Champions League tomorrow, and there is quite a bit of news that I've seen today. Um, Obviously, I've been at work, so I've not been able to have a look at it, but it's news that we don't really want to see in terms of who's available. Um, Slavia Prague press conference. If I can actually find the page, if I can actually prepare to do it myself. That was a post-Burnley one. That's a pre-Burnley one. Slavia Prague. Why can't I find it? Okay, Football.London have it, so I'm going to assume this is the right one. Mikel Arteta facing the media ahead of his Arsenal side UEFA. Yes, it's the right one. Straight away, a worrying sign. Victor Gyökeres um, has missed Arsenal training, and to be fair, that is not a good sign at all because you would think that he is maybe starting to get a little bit of confidence. Bagged in quite a few games recently. Look, if I can actually find the news, they've not even put it on the Arsenal website, which is annoying. Okay, why is it not on here? The fuck? It's gone haters TV because they've done the actual press conference 8 hours ago, so I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Right, haters TV. Okay, right, news. Right, that's all Liverpool because they play Real Madrid tomorrow. That's all their stuff. Um, Slavia, Prague, Arsenal press conference. Okay, cool. Right. Um, so yeah, Vitz was not spotted in training. Um, okay, right. So they're doing it now then. Okay. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Jesus Christ. Right, but he's not done his press conference yet, which is annoying. Tom Cannon's covering it on Football.London. So okay, yeah, we haven't really got much news to cover, but the one key thing that I want to talk about is Victor Gyökeres being not in the team because he came off at half time. I'm not exactly got a reason why yet, um, which is annoying because I still have no idea why he came off. um, Burnley press conference because he came off at half time. And to be fair, you're thinking, right, he got the goal, he'll kick on in the second half. And to be fair, he did go down for a challenge. Um, he did go down from a challenge, sorry, but nothing came of it because of the half time whistle blew. However, it is slightly concerning why he came off. But I've got the reason why from the post Burnley one. Um, he was feeling a little muscular niggle, and so we have to wait and see. Um, Also, Zubimendi asked to be subbed. To be fair, one thing about Zubimendi, he won't be playing in the game against Slavia Praha anyway, because I'm pretty sure he's suspended. If I can double check that, because I think he did get a yellow card against Atletico Madrid. Yes, because he picked up a yellow card in the game against Atletico Madrid, he is now suspended. So it's going to be interesting to see if what he does, because would he start Norgard? If I'm being real, starting Norgard in a Champions League game away from home, based off of what we see, based off of what we saw against who did we play? Was it Bright? Yeah, what we saw against Brighton in the cup. I am not looking forward to that at all. And to be fair, the thing about Norgard is that first of all he was playing it way too safe anyway, and number two, he just looks stiff paws on the ball. Even Marino can turn quicker than that guy. And to be fair, it may have been down to Declan Rice not being in the team that day. However, when Norgard was in that midfield along with, I think it with Ethan. Who was in that? Was it Ethan and Eze? I think. I think it was. Our midfield was getting bypassed, and he was nowhere to be seen. So that does worry me a little bit in terms of what's going to go on when he's not there. But look, I think with Declan Rice being there, it will be a bit more solid. You think anyway. Or whether he doesn't go with Norgard, he goes with Rice and Marino, which I wouldn't really mind seeing as long as Rice is in the six and it's not Marino. Um, Setting up a Rice, Marino, and Eze, I don't really mind that, but you are missing Zubimendi's sort of progressive play in that sense because Declan Rice playing in the six, I don't really like him there too much. I prefer him in at eight because he can box crash, which as we saw at the weekend, he's very good at doing that. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Arteta says because, like I said, he's not even done his press conference yet apparently, which is very inconvenient. But yeah, I will do a little. I might as well do a little preview now anyway, since seeing as we haven't got much to go off of, apart from obviously we know Jokeres has got a little niggle, a little muscular injury it seems, so he won't be playing. So to be fair, now that I said that, it most likely will be Marino up front. So it probably will be Rice and Norgard in the midfield. So I think what in terms of team lineup will be David Raya in goal. Lewis Skelly I think will play this game. Lewis Skelly, I think he will rotate the fullbacks here, so I think Ben White will start because we have got a massive fixture pile up coming up after the international break. So, and we've got a massive game to be fair on Saturday against Sunderland. That game won't be a walk in the park at all. So we've got to take that game proper seriously. Ben White and Skelly, I think they probably will start. I think Martinelli's still out, so it'll be Skelly, White, Gabriel Saliba, um, Rice, Norgard, Eze, Mikel Marino will be up front, and then Kyle Saka. So I don't think he'll start even. Obviously, Madwake's out injured. Bukayo Saka and Leandro Trossard, so the same front three that started against Burnley, barring Jokeres out for Marino, it seems, because of the injury. But yeah, it's enough to do with Slavia Prague. To be fair, I've not heard much about Slavia Prague in terms of who they've got. But what that normally means is we should be dealing with these lot. And we did play them in the Europa League. The year we lost out to Villarreal in the semi final, we played them and we beat them 4-0 at their ground, 1-1 in the first leg. I remember Lacazette missed so many chances that day. I remember that. And to be fair, I think those of you who remember that, we all thought we would have won we were going to win the competition when we got past them into the semi final, but it weren't meant to be. We knew what happened. I still remember it. It is, yeah, less said about that game, the better. Let's just put it that way. But on to this game, score prediction. I'm going to go 3-0. I did predict 3-0 against Burnley. It was 2-0, so I went far off. I am going to go 3-0 in this game. I think we are not going to concede. Just for them, I have no idea who they've got. Let's see who they got in their team. So I don't want to be ignorant in terms of who they got. Slavia Prague. Let's see who they got. Okay, they got asked. They played. They're currently first in the Czech league. They beat Banik 2-0 on Saturday. Who they actually got in their team? No one who I recognise. A lot of Thomases, a lot of Davids. Thomas Feet. No, that's not Thomas. I thought it was Thomas Sojek for a second. He's at fucking West Ham, isn't he? Yeah, I'll be real. I don't recognise anyone in this team. Nah, I don't recognise anyone. We should be winning this game 3-0. Um, we are going to keep that solid defensive record going, in my opinion. Um, but I want to have a look in terms of Arteta doing this press conference. If I can actually find anything. If not, then we'll just. If not, then we'll just end the stream there, and then I can upload this as a video on YouTube. So yeah, we know Bitiokres is out. So Bitiokres is out. Zubimendi suspended. Um, Obviously Madueke, Havertz, Jesus, Odegaard, they're all out still. Um, to be fair, I think Odegaard said he's gonna. I think they said Odegaard's gonna return end of November. So after the international break, we've got Tottenham. So right, okay. So after the international break, we should start maybe seeing Odegaard because let me see who we got in. So I know we got Tottenham straight after, which we're going to beat them. Honestly, we are going to absolutely spank Tottenham. We've got Tottenham, Bayern Munich, Chelsea. Jesus Christ! And then up until Christmas, because our Palace game got rescheduled as well. Brentford at home, Aston Villa away, Club Brugge away, Wolves at home, Palace at home. That is going to be 23rd of December now. I think it got confirmed as Everton away, and then obviously we've got the New Year slash Boxing Day slash New Year fixture list, which we'll get into closer to the time because I said this on I said this off channel. I think I may have said this on the channel. I don't know. I reckon if we come out of the sort of because in January we've got Bournemouth, Liverpool, Forest, Inter, a possible Carabao Cup semi final there. We've got Kairat, Leeds, um, Sunderland, Brentford, Tottenham, Chelsea. I reckon, in my opinion, if we get to around February, because that month of January is going to be hectic, because if we get to a Carabao Cup semi final, there'll be two legs, and if we get obviously the FA Cup starts then. Whether we get past the third round, I don't know. However, if we get out of that January pile up and we are 12 to 15 points clear, hopefully, whether we'll be that clear, I don't know. If we're around double digits, I will start to believe we will win the Premier League. I'm putting that out there because I do not see how they can recover that. I can see how we can bottle it because we've done it in the past, But I think when it gets to double digits, it's going to be very difficult to see because our running is Bournemouth at home, Man City away, Newcastle at home, Fulham away, Fulham at home, sorry, West Ham away, Burnley at home, Palace away. So on paper, we've got a decent running, barring Man City and Newcastle. However, it is the running, and the pressure of a game in the running is unlike any other game in whether it's September, October, November, December, um, and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, so we are playing our Carabao Cup fixture 23rd of December. Um, I'm assuming yeah it's 8 p.m. So what we've got Everton away on the 21st, and then we've got a 2 day break. Well, luckily now we've got a squad. I hope that's a good thing anyway because if that was last season, I've got no idea how we deal with that. And to be fair, that was our we played I think we played Palace in this exact same way to point the competition last season. I think anyway. Was it quarterfinals or was it fifth round or fourth round, whatever? I can't quite remember, but yeah. We'll see again if he's done his press conference yet. Press conference. He's not done it. He's not done it yet. Knowing my luck, it'll end up coming out as I leave the stream. But yeah, there's nothing in terms of press conference yet anyway. Um, yeah, there's nothing anyway. So I'm gonna end it here. I've done my little preview. Like I said, I put out my starting 11. I think we will win by 3 goals to nil. And yeah, that's it from me. I'm gonna end it here. Like, sub, and share the content around. Whether you're watching live now or playback, do whatever you gotta do to help this channel grow. And I'll be back for the match reaction. Whether that will be tomorrow straight after the game, or whether that will be the day after, because I've got my day off from work after. I can do it in the morning if I need to. We'll have to wait and see, but that is going to be it from me. I'll see you lot in a bit.